Hello, I'm Tony,
I'm Louie.
and this is Talking During the Movie.
It's the Talking During the Movie podcast with your hosts, Louie Gravance and Tony Whitten.
All right, this is our last show of the year, 2016. What a year it's been. And we have some set decoration this time.
Yes.
I don't know if you can guess from this. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, the first standalone Star Wars
Okay, I
movie.
think you should get ready because I think it could get fiery up in here.
Oh, fiery up
I
in here.
do.
Ooh, I'm
I have a
excited
feeling.
about this.
So you have a much deep. Even though it came out the year the original Star Wars came out the year I got out of high school, you seem to have a deeper spiritual connection.
I do have. I am a big Star Wars
than
fan.
myself.
Yes.
So, Governor, proceed.
I thought it was fantastic. Fantastic. I thought it was extremely well done. Ties in so well to the original trilogy. It's butted up right against it. I mean, you can kind of know what's coming based if you know anything about Star Wars. You can guess where it's starting, where it's going.
You can guess.
But it was so well done. You really like these characters.
Mm-hmm.
You get into them. I think how they explained everything, the little differences, but the little things they kept the same, I think worked extremely well. I think I like this movie better than Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
I think that they're on a par. I think that they're on a level
I
par.
like this one. I think a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah, I think 7 had a couple plot holes.
It's aimed at you.
A couple little things that weren't quite right.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think, did a much better job of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of taking what you know and adding a little something extra in there, and I think it fits in wonderfully to the original Star Wars trilogy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I cannot recommend this
Picky
movie.
about wow.
Yes, and some of the special effects. There was a couple surprises in there. I'm like, holy cow!
Okay, first of all, it is not a standalone movie.
No,
It is not a standalone movie. It's. I mean,
I think it meant there's not supposed to be a sequel to this one like there will be to 7. Is my
what I
understanding
mean,
of standalone means.
Okay, well, I understood it to mean like this stands alone on this story stands alone on itself. You don't. Its connection to any other of the source material is unnecessary and.
Oh, well, then it's definitely not standalone by those standards.
It's not
No, you
standalone.
need to know the other story to get this one story.
Right.
But I think it just meant that this was not meant to be part of the trilogies or or maybe part of the canon. But there's no sequel for this particular movie. This is its own thing in the Star Wars universe. But I could see how it would be interesting to have another a movie set in the Star Wars universe that has nothing to do with, say, the Skywalker family, for instance.
I was surprised when many old friends, both dead and alive, show up.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. That's going to be very important what happens in this motion picture.
Yeah, it was great to see Darth Vader being Darth Vader again.
Right, but there are dead people that come. I'm not going to spoil it, but there are dead actors that come back to life and appear in this motion picture.
Yeah, I love how they're going back. So it's everything that started at the original Star Wars movie. All those characters are still alive. All those people are still, in this world.
Thanks to CGI.
Yeah, I think they did.
Which is almost there. It's almost
It is
there.
really close.
It's close. There's still a death in the eyes. There's still a thing.
It was really good.
It's
though.
close.
Like I was after the movie. I was saying like, imagine what they're going to be able to do in 5,
Well,
10
that's
years.
exactly it. There's a
If
character
it's
that
at this
is
level
digitally
now, it was eye popping. It was like,
resourced.
holy
It
cow!
is amazing. It is
It's
amazing.
So
Yeah.
it's exciting and almost a little bit scary what they're going to be able to come up with in 5-10 years.
I saw it in. I was on a business trip in Atlanta, and so I saw it in a theater, in a neighborhood, in an area with an audience I was unfamiliar with. So it really gave me an opportunity to step outside of myself and sort of say, all right, objectively, let's imagine, because I was expecting the standalone thing. So I said, so imagine that I've never heard about any of this. Just slightly. I know the title Star Wars. I know there's been movies, but I've not seen the films. I don't have a relation to them. Right. And I'm sitting there and I'm seeing this for the first time. I'm ingesting this world for the first time. Would this motion picture be a hit? And I say no.
Really?
I say no.
Really?
I say that we bring to this franchise a love that acts as we add the glue, and sometimes I don't think that I don't think the puppets with accents would work if we didn't already have a relationship where with this world and this franchise where that's okay. I think that if you tried to launch this now in exactly the same manner, saying, here it is, folks, here is our world, I think there'd be some balking at it. I think that I think it might be impossible to overestimate, just like with certain Disney products, what we bring to it with our passion and our expectations and our love. And I don't think that could be overestimated.
Are you saying that if this was the only Star Wars movie in existence, if this was the first one,
yes,
would we be able to understand? Would it have the impact?
Yes, and I say no.
I would agree with that. If this was the only Star Wars movie, but it's designed to be a part of the other series. So I don't see that as a something that takes away from the film. I don't see that. It's meant to be a companion to these other things. You need that starter base in order to really appreciate this movie. So while I think if this was the only Star Wars movie, you'd be a little lost, because this movie assumes that you know a little bit what's going on. You know about the Death Star. You know Darth Vader.
And that you agree with certain conceits.
Yes, there is a certain universe that is set up in Star Wars. And they spent 3, 6, 7 movies, depending on how many you've seen,
I think it's an excellent
to set it
movie.
up. It's excellent.
It's an excellent movie.
Excellent. So well done.
Now I never get highbrow on our show. I never get particularly highbrow, right?
No. Spring Breakers I would say definitely.
I rarely get highbrow. Come on, I get down. I enjoy.
You're a man of the people.
I enjoy. Thank you. I'm a populist with my cinema.
and I said with all sincerity. Don't take that wrong.
Right.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
However, seeing this motion picture right before it and right after it, I saw 2 magnificent motion pictures. 2 truly achievements in cinema where somebody is trying to push it forward. And it just put this, it's interesting. I liked it more at first, and the more it's sitting with me, it's almost like, just hear me out here. Sometimes I think that our cinema has become like giving a kid breakfast cereal for every meal. I know you like it. I know you'll eat it. But maybe not every meal. And to this point, I'm beginning to think of Star Wars, and within the milieu of these other films that are out right now, beginning to think that it's a blessing and a curse. It helped to create the event film, but it's sucking the oxygen out of so much else that could be viewed and happen. There's really amazing, and I think it's interesting how certain animated films seem less animated than live action motion pictures. So I'm torn about it because
this changed the way Star Wars, the original Star Wars, changed the way movies were done and the way the audience perceived them and sold as well.
Sold and ingested,
merchandised. Absolutely. This was meant to be pop culture.
Yeah.
And this basically, I don't know if it sucked the oxygen out. I think it fanned the flames.
Yeah.
And turned it into something no one expected. Not even the original filmmakers. Not even George Lucas.
But it's hard to get anybody to see a movie that's not aimed at either 12-year-olds or grown adults like you and me that play video games. It's
popular culture, and it's called that for a reason, because it hits so many people in that one sweet
spot. But I
spot.
wonder if it's bullying everything else out of the marketplace.
Well, I would argue, since you said you just saw 2 films around the exact same time, that it's not, because you've got 2 other films.
Yeah, but I see these things. Is the average person going to go, yeah, I've got to get to Nocturnal Animals. I've got to get to Manchester by the Sea. Right. I've got to get to La La Land.
But Louie,
I've got
that's
to get
why
to
we
Moana.
have you to tell them these things.
Goodness, but do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I am trying to say it, but I'm saying that obviously there is room for these other movies, because they are still being made, they are still being produced, and they are coming out. Like you were saying earlier, that there is a lot of really good movies out right now. So I don't think this is choking out of it. This is just the one that's getting a lot of the shine, a lot of the spotlight. But there are still other movies that I'm sure are fantastic and worthy of people's dollars and attention. You mentioned Moana. We saw Moana recently. Moana's fantastic.
Fantastic.
I
agree.
I thought it was so well done.
Superb.
Yes. And if you've listened to the Hamilton soundtrack, it'll be familiar territory. It's the same.
I think it's a touch more melodic than that, but yeah, okay.
Well, there was a couple themes in there. I'm like, that sounds just like
You're not
the
well,
that's his thing.
That's his
yeah,
style.
I know. It's definitely a very style, but you can hear it quite clearly in this. That doesn't take away from it, though.
Nocturnal Animals.
Yeah.
A movie for
I heard
grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's a movie for Manchester by the Sea. Your heart will flipping bleed. I'm telling you, it's it's just getting to.
And did you see La La Land? That's on my list. I have not seen it yet.
I don't want to go all gay out. All right, I'm really. I don't want to go completely like, but. Oh my God!
Yeah.
From the first 3 seconds, I could just die. Oh my God! It's one of my favorites.
Is this a movie that we're going to be talking about for our Oscar show?
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. I'm going to predict right now.
It hasn't come out here, so I have not seen it.
It's open. It's open.
Is it open now?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you've got to be a discriminating,
So
So
check out the Enzian.
I'm no. It's
not the
playing.
Enzian?
It's playing it.
Is it?
Downtown Disney.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was just there. I didn't see it. Anyway.
I'm going to predict that it's going to get no less than 8 Oscar nominations.
Really?
Yes.
That many categories.
I'm gonna say right now it's going to be nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress. It's going to be nominated for cinematography. It's going to be nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It's going to be nominated for song, score, director.
That's 8.
At least that.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's not. It is a musical that is completely and utterly sincere. There's no winking. There's no aren't we cute? We're doing a musical. It's as if Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers did a musical right now with no irony, no smirk, absolutely earnest and sincere.
Okay.
And no one has done that since the 50s. No one has like this. And there are huge production numbers done in one shot. And they're both just remarkably charming. They dance better than they sing.
Is it along the same vein of The Artist?
That's how I felt
With the
about
same spirit,
it
at least?
the end. Yes,
Yeah.
But if you've ever seen the film Umbrellas of Cherbourg,
I have not.
many people have drawn a comparison in the stylized kind of musical that it is, the color scope that it is. But anyway,
now do you think this will generate other movies of the same type? The way that we think Deadpool was going to.
That's what's interesting
redefine
is that
genre. And the Marvel Universe is
like
redefined
Fred
by people.
Astaire and Ginger Rogers and Gene Kelly and Judy Garland, as you're watching this, you're thinking, I'd like to see these two in another movie. If another movie musical came out in
Rock
2
Hudson,
years with
Doris
them,
Day kind of a thing?
it is absolutely that. They have that kind
Okay.
of chemistry.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And they're both just so freaking charming, you just cannot take it.
Well, I heard they're going to put him in a standalone Star Wars movie next. They're going to tie in the two big.
She's going to do a Cruella DeVille movie, Cruella Young DeVille.
Yeah.
She is.
Are they going to try and make her the hero again, like they did with Maleficent?
I don't know. Don't yell at me about this. I'm just telling you.
I did not raise my voice, Louis.
What's happening?
If I knew your middle name, I would use it.
Dale, but don't use it.
Louis
I
Dale.
had to use it. So so back to this. I think people need to know.
Yes.
You could take people go, oh, it's dark. It's not that dark.
Well, apparently they think that because they had reshoots, it was pretty dark.
Well, I
And they
think
had to
that's
lighten up.
where some of our magical visits from old friends may have happened.
But I think what they did with the final product worked really well.
I'm not
But
spoiling anything. But
it
a
looked like
lot of these characters will not be back. Several will.
Well, I think
will
I
not
knew that.
be back.
Well, we knew that going in that this
For
was
sequels.
This was a war movie.
You'll be. That's
This
what
was
it
a war
is.
movie. That's what it looked like from the trailers.
It's a family-friendly war movie in space with puppets.
There you go. It doesn't get any better than that.
Okay.
But
all right, there it is.
What?
There it is. No, there's a truth. A truth
What?
just happened here.
but you can tell that from the trailers.
I
That
know, but
this
a
is
truth
This
just
was a
happened.
little more Saving Private Ryan than say Return of the Jedi. You know.
Yeah, with puppets, with accents.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's space creatures, and everyone goes in knowing that too. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I think you feel for these characters, and it's really well done.
But there's a lot of death.
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on this. Yeah, it's PG-13, so it's a little darker, but not so bad. I mean, like some of the characters bring some levity, to much needed levity. There's some actually really good comedy.
This
bits
is
in
my
there.
favorite. Am I allowed to touch him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is all.
Oh no!
It's just the base. He
Okay.
stands back
This
there.
is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh, he was great.
You know, he's actually a Donnie. He's a martial arts star in China. You know? Did you know that?
All the movie studios are catering to China now because that's some big money there. So anything we can do to help sell that market sells more tickets.
Are you sure you didn't break this?
No, he didn't break it. It's fine. It's fine. All the pieces come back together. It's all good. So, Well, there you go. We both highly recommend
5
Rogue One.
motion pictures that you can go to.
We'll go
this
see
holiday
Moana,
season.
definitely. Go see Rogue One.
Moana,
And then-
Rogue One. Okay, some are not for the kids.
Well, Moana and Rogue One, I'd say the older kids. Don't bring the 4-year-old.
Manchester by the Sea is not for kids.
All right. La La Land.
La La Land. Yeah, you can take a kid to it.
Do
They might be a little bored by it because
Are the
it's-
kids going to want to see the musical? It seems like it seems like grown-up theme, if not adult themed.
I might go with you there
more for grown-ups.
on that.
Okay.
And definitely do not take the kids to Nocturnal Animals.
No, that's an adult theme. Yeah.
Very adult.
Yeah, so don't bring the kids to that. Pay attention. That's all we ask. Look at the ratings. Pay attention. Make some good
But
judgment.
those are 5 films, and within those 5 films, there's going to be so many Academy Awards. And I'm going to tell you right now who's going to win Best Supporting Actress in the Academy Awards.
You're calling it right now.
I'm
Louis calling it
right
right now.
now.
Folks, you can count it. What is it?
It's going to be Michelle Williams. It's going
Yeah.
to win it for Manchester.
For
by the
Manchester?
Sea. For, if nothing else, she did it more than that for a 2-minute scene. That will make you want to kill yourself. No, that will make you
So if you're on the fence or your meds are running low, we probably don't recommend going to see Manchester by the Sea. So wait till you're at least in a better mood.
As Casey
You can live
Affleck
with it.
said last night on SNL, it's a terribly depressing motion picture.
Well, there's some really good, terribly depressing.
But it's rich.
Yeah, like Leaving Las Vegas is an excellent
This is
film.
better than that.
But it's so depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to start drinking after you see that movie.
Yeah.
Despite what it says about it. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
This
Happy
is
New Year.
Happy Merry Christmas.
We hope we
Happy
have a better
Hanukkah.
year of motion pictures
Happy
than we had
holidays.
this year, because until the end, it was pretty freaking bad.
Well, maybe they were waiting. Like we know it's going to be a dry spell, but then we're going to bring the rain come Christmas time.
Bad.
There was some dry spells.
Really bad.
But there is hope for the end of the year, and that's what we always look for.
Excellent
at the end
year
of the
for animated projects. When you think about how 2015 was a Drek year for,
We had
for
two
animated
Disney movies
films.
this year, so-
Drek. You had so much great animated stuff. Kubo and the Two Strings, both the Disney things, the Pixar
Yeah, I
film.
think this year's Oscar run for
Bam,
it's gonna be-
bam,
it's
lots
gonna
of
be
excellence.
interesting.
All right, who cares?
Just so you know, we are having some renovations done to our
Here in the
studio.
studio?
Yes, here in the studio. So the next time you see us next year, we are going to have a brand new studio. It's going to be a brand new year, a brave new world,
There'll be room for dance numbers.
and we're very excited about it. So thank you for watching.
Yes,
we
thank
hope
you.
you continue to watch next year. I am Tony,
I'm Louie.
and this has been
Talking During the Movie.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Yay!
I didn't want to go all too gay out about I could just
I say more gay out.
I could just scream like a little girl about La La Land.
More gay out. That's what I want.
Really?
For next year, yes. I
More
want
gay-
to
yeah,
up the
you want-
ante.
You do?
I do. I want more
Turn up
excitement.
the
I want
gayness.
turn up the gayness.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. I say let's go for it. Let's take it to the next level. We're gonna have a new
Does that mean
studio.
you're going to
a new
act
year.
gay too? You're going.
No, you bring the gay. I'm gonna bring the nerd.
You definitely.
I'm gonna up
do.
the nerd factor because that's what I bring.
There's a musical comedy song there. I bring
There
the
it
gay,
is.
you bring the nerd.
Yes.